Alright, good night. Let me make sure you are hearing me. Very good. So, good night again. My name is Adam Mahabir from Trinidad and Tobago, and this is the first video, the student interface video for project report, progress report 2. So let me launch Visual Studio as we begin. Um, the first page of the app is the welcome page, which is also the login page. The reason for this design is explained partially in my report that is accompanying these videos. And again, please excuse the boring, draggish, dry look of it. There is no styling. I had to redesign my application based on certain recommendations after viewing Nick's ASP.NET 2 session, the second session he ran. Alright, so let me let me just log in with anything here so you can see what happens when you log in incorrectly. When you log in incorrectly and your credentials do not match that which is stored in the database, you get an error, and the error message appears when you log in with correct credentials. You should gain access to site content. There you go. Alright, so when a student logs in, the first page the student comes to is the student home page, where the student begins to see the test history. Now this is purely, as discussed in my report, a e-assessment application, and therefore there is no sort of content on the home page. So this is basically a dashboard. A dashboard is your home page, and you see your test history as a student. And again, more styling and stuff will come here, charts will come here. This is not this was not designed to be a very fancy looking demo, simply because of the fact that I had to redesign my application. But the student has the option, after viewing his history, to take a test. What is this? Sorry. Um, when the student clicks take a test, he is redirected to the test welcome page. Now, there on the test welcome page, there are some instructions. A test is divided into 3 levels, which is easy, moderate, and hard, of which the student can choose. Now, the student at this point could either choose to take a test based on which level he chooses, or if he is not ready for the test, he can return back to his home page. So if he clicks back on his home page, he goes back home. So he takes a test. If he chooses an easy test, you could click start test, and you see this is the page again, not very styled, but your test has begun. Mode easy, total 20 marks. Again, I am not going into the process of the test because the test consists of 20 questions, and more functionality has to be put into it to make it fancier and that kind of stuff. When the student takes a moderate test, you can see the test question changes to a more difficult question, again randomly generating from decimal to binary and binary to decimal. And even when the student clicks a difficult, a hard test, you see that even harder question is generated for the student. And when the student clicks finish, the finish page will appear. Alright, so this is basically the student interface, purely an e-assessment interface for the student, and that is it for the student.